Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. As a surprise to all of you, we are having another competition today we didn't tell you about. And no, it's not the PC final starting early. It's not some other game. It's still Paladins, but it's actually going to be the Hi-Rez staff versus the Paladins Pro. So we brought on a pro to join us here, Josh Kent from Kanga Esports. How you doing, man? Help us cast this very intense game.
I'm doing well. A little bit hungover, but you know.
Keeping it honest, that's what I love about you, Josh.
Yeah, well, I'm from Australia. We're in Spain. You got to do what you got to do.
Absolutely. Now, you've been keen to talk about the most important Paladins players here, and that's the Hi-Rez staff. Obviously, all weekend you've been talking about Thomas Holt. You've been talking about PrettyHair, how well they are in your public games that you're playing. Go ahead and let's talk about this lineup.
Well, if they were allowed to play, honestly, they would probably win this whole tournament.
Yeah.
QG,
No doubt.
Cryptic, they're nothing against these guys. Thomas Holt, he designs the Maeve Dreamhack skin. He knows all the bugs in the game. He's going to abuse them. Now, next we have your boy Alan, iHoldShift Donna Frio. He's pretty good. Got pretty hair. Get some Kappa prides in the chat for that boy. He's looking good with Bite, his little puppy.
Wow, really stressing it out. There's Garrett, Hi-Rez Martini, lead designer. Josh, he's got another game in and out.
He does, and he's probably, oh, here we go. Dreamhack Maeve skin guy, that's him. On camera for the first time. Kappa prides as well for him.
So Josh did a great job introducing our Hi-Rez staff. Let's talk about the real underdog story here. Just like QG, these guys weren't expected to be at this position in the finals, and that's Farrell, one of the men you have to thank for that. He's just an excellent player, giving you an excellent week as well. NTBees, he's gonna sting you.
Pro player?
Pro player, indeed, absolutely. And coming through on top of him, Nick seems to have, go back to your side, Nick. Stolzey's here as well, and he's got something to say. Looking at those notes, they've had to train rigorously for this. Lazy is coaching him. Personal coaching by Lazy. Only 22 euros an hour. Teach you how to ult like him. His ult service obviously is a little bit less expensive. There's Shipa, stone cold, just ready to do his business. Looks into the camera, looks away. It's pretty Shipa-esque to do, and this is the real weight that they're gonna have to carry. Diggy and Kronicx are actually playing together. Diggy using his left hands for the keyboard, and Kronicx using his right hand just for the mouse. That should be an exciting adventure as we head into it. Maybe that'll help to, I don't know, weigh things out.
Well, that's how we play at home. They actually play interlaced. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, they actually control both champions at the same time together. They're a team.
Wow.
And that's how we do so well.
Well, that kind of synergy is obviously, hopefully, going to help these underdogs get to the top and surpass what has to be the dominant Hi-Rez staff team. Timbermill, it's the first map. Josh, this is a map you guys actually like a lot.
Yeah, Timbermill's a good map. I mean, it's open for big picks like Skye and Maeve.
Sure.
Probably two of the most overpowered champions in the game, in my opinion.
Please, nerd.
So I hope we can see it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, talking about champions that have come in to this meta, I mean, Maeve, probably Skye, two of those that are going to be in top contention here for Hi-Rez. They've got the first pick. What are you expecting here?
I'm hoping for the Skye.
Yeah.
Let's bring it out. Let's
most contested.
Let the crowd cheer.
Absolutely.
For once.
iHoldShift showings.
He does hold shift.
He's holding shift currently. Grover going to be taken first off for the Hi-Rez staff. That looks like a comfort pick for maybe Thomas.
Oh, here we go. The
there
Skye,
it is.
as expected. Maybe the Maeve as well. Get that double flank. You want to get that long-range DPS Grover down quickly. Andrew, I'm not too sure about this.
Yeah, a little surprising. Kind of weak right now.
It is a weak champion. I mean, the Skye
always been
counterbalances that though, so they want a nice balance draft. So you pick a really weak hero like Andrew and a really strong one like Skye.
Absolutely, and you see Nick there. He's just so intense. This is their moment. This is their time. They've worked this hard. They've helped make this game, for crying out loud. No one's going to steal their show. As you can see, Stolzey, he's clapping as well. The crowd kind of getting into it with him. Sand and Makoa come out again. A surprise by the Makoa, not too useful, but the Zen.
Yeah, it's your everyday pick.
It's your everyday pick.
And great
everyday,
against
bro.
Sand drops this. Great against the Skye. And the Ash as well. You can just put that deflect up and do a whole bunch of damage.
He's pretty much a 1v5 machine. Talk about mobility, he's got more than anybody else. That's why the Androxus pick was just so surprising for everyone here. Shaolin, of course, coming through at the very end.
Huge in the meta right now.
Absolutely don't see a game without Shaolin. And that is why we're seeing another game with Shaolin here.
Your bow master. Hopefully it's Kronicx. Diggy Dog's on there as well, but
bow master.
Shaolin is Kronicx.
Yeah, you're right. He's Kronicx. Is this how am I doing with this?
Not doing bad.
Not doing bad.
Not doing bad.
Bow master. I gotta listen
Shrimp
to
on the Barbie.
Shrimp on the Barbie. Well, they're keen to grab not only the Drogos but the Buck. not even seen in this tournament at all. The Buck been irrelevant lately.
Well, you want to get a good flank on that Skye. Long-range DPS, really good sniper, so you just really need to deal with her.
And of course, the Drogos coming in alongside, and the Saris here just rounding things out. What can you say about Saris, Josh?
I played her pretty much every game. She's not bad.
She is not bad. That was one of the only true moments of speaking about these champions. The stage is set, ladies and gentlemen. Thomas Holt, he's off the art, and he's into the game. No more designing this time. It's time to put your actions onto the realm.
That's a serious face.
Shipa's always serious.
He's doing the math right now.
Really?
Just calculating everything.
124. 2 seconds on the cooldown. Shipa's just a mastermind of a player. You see the fans absolutely going crazy here at this event. They just cannot wait to see these staff and these pros get back.
That is also a serious face. He's deciding which bug he wants to abuse.
Oh boy.
He's put in a god mode, I believe. If you use a certain combination of skins on a certain champion, you'll be invincible and be able to fly around the map. This
is the face Garrett makes when design is looking at who to buff or who to nerf. But it's also the face he makes when he gets ready to frag out.
OB55 is going to be solely patch-based on this game.
Absolutely. Whoever succeeds, and Vox here on the Buck, making clean work here. Jumps up. Oh, hits his head. Hits his legs, actually. Not a first start, but Shipa gets the kill on the iHoldShift.
Not a bad start. I'm presuming... Whoa, boy. Zin, OP. Nerf, please.
He's got 3 on him. Nick with the billow doesn't look too happy in the face cam. stolzey gets a kill as well. So Hi-Rez, surprisingly here, the underdogs of the pros actually beating the Hi-Rez staff.
I mean, with play like that Drogos, you would think they would win. And stolzey on a really unfamiliar champion like the Androxus.
He doesn't use the Androxus much. Not a lot of Androxus kind of reminds you of stolzey specifically. He's more of a Grover, more of a Ying kind of guy. But actually now, showing some resolve, his iHoldShift gets a kill on the Kronicx, the most OP champion playing Skye.
That's a great block by Shipa, and he finishes off Holt as well. It's great to see an underdog story here.
I mean, this is reminding me of what we're going to watch with QG in the finals. I mean, just so much surprise element happening between these guys. stolzey, Kronicx, names we've never heard before in the scene.
Yeah, well, I'm presuming Vox here, a bit of a lackluster performance so far. Is he using a controller or is he on PC? I'm not sure.
That's a good question. We'll have to ask him after the match. I'm not sure. It does seem to be open either way. Shipa coming in as well in the backline, still getting kills on iHoldShift. Shipa gets 2. I mean, this guy just really making a name for himself here in this game.
Yeah, he's an animal. I mean, we haven't really seen much of Shipa in the last year in Paladins, and I'm glad to see a new player come to the limelight.
I mean, he needs to be, somebody pick him up. Some top team here, please grab this guy because he's definitely got some promise here. Nick, though, on the Zen, maybe getting hunted down by Kronicx. He's on the Skye. I mean, this is pretty much a guaranteed kill if she catches him off guard.
And this is Digidog and Kronicx as well, we must remember. Only one's using the keyboard, one's using the mouse. And Zin, a bit OP there on the horse.
So 2 people versus 1, that's why, obviously, that took place.
Holt, though, takes out Kronicx and Digidog, 2 for the price of 1. But unfortunately goes down just after.
The price is right on Thomas Holt. Shipa getting the kill. And Nick in the air gets stolzey mid-flight on the Zen. So Hi-Rez PrettyHair showing some stuff. PrettyHair with a double kill.
Look at this bug.
On to Farrell.
Can someone ban this guy? He's just running around the horse, invincible. I think this is Garrett Martini just making PrettyHair God mode.
This might be. PrettyHair is looking pretty good. And now Vox with the ultimate. Kronicx still being saved. Time bomb and the emote. Anyone gonna die? No, the whirlwind from Grover gonna save them all.
Oh boy. Pretty average ult. Hopefully the underdogs don't just stop here and show a bit of excellence at the start. I want them to continue and hopefully close out this game.
PrettyHair looks to be definitely using some things in the game. Still mounted in the middle of the match, but hey, he's doing well, so you can't really blame him.
Yeah, I mean, it's totally fine. If you're losing, you do want to abuse as many bugs as you can.
Absolutely. I mean, that's like kind of a common thing in any game, right?
Yeah. I mean, you got to do what you got to do to win.
Yeah, that's what it takes. I mean, even if it's illegal, right?
Even if it's illegal.
No, okay, that's not true. That's not true. Maybe illegal in the realm. That's definitely what that is. Convergence pulls in a few. Josh, you know the feeling. They find 2 kills. NTBees looking good on the Ash.
He's not doing too bad. I mean, I've seen better play.
Absolutely. Haven't we all, really? I mean, these are just no-name guys. They're called pros, but are they really? How can you consider that a pro when you see a unicorn and an anime, I think, just archetype following you on the realm and just instantly killing you?
And how are they versing PrettyHair? I can't believe he's still on his horse. Can't someone shoot him and dismount him?
Well-earned, hard-earned. I mean, that's just blue-collar work right there, getting that defense, Josh. iHoldShift just talking to his teammates now, trying to get PrettyHair's head back in the game. Nick's just saying, shut up. I don't want to hear what you have to say. Diggy and Kronicx, though, they're looking like two peas in a pod.
I wish they were wearing the same white shirt. It sort of looks like it. They should get one of those jumbo shirts and just one arm out on each side, you know?
I mean, they're wearing the same white shirt, but they aren't using the same white shirt. They need to be inside.
That's what they need. I'd like to see that, a little halftime break, maybe get into the same shirt. There's a little bit of space inside Diggy Dog's shirt, so maybe Kronicx could slip right in there.
Take their synergy to the next level. Will, of course, the underdog story continue? Will the pros?
Oh boy, look at these card choices. I feel like something's gone awry here.
Illuminate and, you know, level 3, round 2. I mean, that's pretty meta right now.
That net worth, that's some impressive stats.
Look at that. Nick and Vox and iHoldShift somehow have just a little bit gotten themselves into an emote party there with NTBees. Kronicx trying to end things, but looks like Shift is damage immune. Again, that's just that blue-collar work. The guys put in so many hours to get to this level.
Yeah, I mean, when you put in as much practice as these guys, you can't even die. You can't even take damage, literally.
I mean, you get to that point, it's kind of like going Super Saiyan 3, right? I mean, basically, the next level is just combining your name with a random other character.
You've ascended, PrettyHair in the back line, infinite abilities. Once you get to this level, you don't even have cooldowns.
I mean, he's got so many abilities, but he seems to just emote. It feels like that's really the ability he wants.
Yeah, I mean, you want to do things stylically, you know? You have style when you're doing everything.
96% as well. Objective captured. Hi-Rez, take it. That's the staff coming through. And again, just absolutely earning this victory. You see Garrett's face right there. Holding back, is that a grimace? No, a smile.
Martini, a bit of wall hacks going on, I think. I think we might need to do a VOD review after this. That was a bit suspicious.
You can send it to anybody, and we will get
one
back
of
to
these
that.
five guys on the stage.
We'll get back to that as soon as we can. I'm not sure if it's going to get approved or not, though.
I hear that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's standard practice here. This is really nothing that would be issuing any concern in the game.
Looking at this gameplay from PrettyHair, in your opinion, why don't we see as much as in the pro scene?
That's right. I mean, looking at his mobility right now, and just look at that ultimate. I mean, there's just no way Center under the ground. This is typical Zen performance. And the fact that pros, I think in the regular games, are picking this up, they're just missing out on opportunity, Josh.
This game almost looks like the console grand finals.
Oh my God, that big of a difference here between the skill sets.
I think so.
Wow. Those are big words. 4-0, 4-0, 4-0, 4-0 were the scores in that last finals. And now 2-1. Hi-Rez staff at the precipice of closing the gap, making a 3-1 lead against the pros. This is what we expected, of course. But will this happen?
I think I've learned a lot from this game. You need to really emote to win.
That's a great thing. You know where you can get those emotes?
Just in game for the right price.
In the store for the right price at Christmas. That's right. No sell here. That's just the truth, guys. 56 seconds contesting. There's a wild battle going on. Kronicx is somehow trying to still shoot at damage immune targets, which is fantastic. stolzey finds a headshot and still stays alive. I mean, it's pretty ridiculous that he even has a health pool at this point, but somehow he's been able to do that.
You may as well not have a health pool when you're getting defeated this badly.
Look at this sweat, tension.
That's the man right there who makes all the skins. Exclamation mark Josh Kent for every free skin in the game.
Don't do that, chat. Don't do that, please. We see, obviously, Alan iHoldShift clapping. He just knows that these boys have trained hard. They did the whiteboard thing that we've seen before. They just wiped the names off of the pros right now.
They're cool and collected. stolzey's looking a bit anxious. He doesn't really know what to. He's sweating. It's hot here in Spain, but not that hot.
Wow.
But they are under the heat.
Yeah. And especially if Diggy and Kronicx get in the same shirt, the temperature would rise just that much higher.
In a good way, though.
In a very good way. Put those shrimp on the Barbie any day.
They're kind of giving up. stolzey just sort of sitting in spawn. Doesn't know what to do.
And that is what this team from Hi-Rez has done consistently here. Seems like the damage immune numbers are now equal, but it does seem that PrettyHair will still get the kill on NTBees. Maybe the advantage in credits is still coming into a play here.
We're seeing Xin take a little bit of damage, has unlimited abilities, but the pros are coming back, I think.
Look at this play by PrettyHair. Gets another kill. Martini with another Hi-Rez, knocking it down, and PrettyHair with the double. Ooh, godlike for him. And, well, when you can't die at all, it's kind of godlike, I would say.
I mean, has anyone died this game on the side of Hi-Rez?
I think in the early beginning, that's when we started seeing some of these.
That was just a bit of warm-up. I mean, the pros have been playing for days. Hi-Rez have just started warming up.
That's right.
Playing for a few days.
Well, you got to give, you know, the underdog some advantage, right? I mean, let the pros warm up before they take on the big dogs, the staff.
That's it.
As you see, Hi-Rez staff here competing against the pros from the tournament. Of course, everybody's having a little bit of fun, but Hi-Rez, they're taking this really seriously, even going to what some might call hacks. But I don't know, Josh. It was pretty inconclusive. Some of the
pros, though, sort of snuck onto the point there. I mean, bit of a mistake from Hi-Rez. That could bite them later into the game.
Well, I mean, they've got Sky, top pick in the game, and look at this emote. I mean, how can you beat it? Holt's going to get destroyed by that.
Got forced out. That wasn't meant to kill him. It was supposed to force him out, so obviously Shipa could finish the kill.
You know what I think, Josh? Looking at how well Kronicx is performing on this guy, we should not buffer whatsoever. Shouldn't change her at all. I think we need to just take away maybe something.
Maybe take away the invisibility?
Yeah.
I mean, do you really need invisibility as such a long-range DPS champion?
Since you have so much mobility in Sky, especially upwards, long ways, you're so quick. I mean, you have so much health. Do you really need the stealth? That's a big question.
Stolzey sort of making a bit of a name for himself now. Haven't really seen him on the Andro so much in the past, but he's looking pretty sharp.
I do like this pick for Stolzey, a new champion. The emote comes out from Thomas Holt as he kills Stolzey. Probably the greatest thing he's ever achieved in his Paladins game, but of course, he's continuing to fight Shipa versus Vox. These guys know what to do. They're from EU. They're battling it over. Vox goes into the ultimate to get the extra leap. Makes it out alive.
Great game knowledge.
Very good game knowledge. Surprised.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. You know, it resets the score. You didn't know that, Josh?
I only play Ceres. So.
Oh my, yeah, you're right. That's you are a Ceres fan. We will never let you forget it. NTBees gets bumped into the wall of PrettyHair. That's that Zen counter. Look, he's making a pay for it. PrettyHair with a double yet again. You know, Nick is a guy that I think really believes to belong in this high level. So what do you have to say about his talents, Josh?
He's great. I don't know if you can hear him on the cast, but he's screaming, he's yelling, he's pumping up his boys.
Yes.
He's just doing great things, and I mean, I think he's getting into the minds of some of the pros. They're not really wearing headsets or anything on the pro side, so they can hear all this yelling.
I mean, it's kind of like a father, right? Watching his children, commenting, looking at the soccer games every day. Then he steps on the field and beats them. I mean, that hurts.
I mean, yeah, I know.
Right?
It's like a bunch of under fives girls or something, and the dad gets on and just smashes them all.
Unbelievable. And, you know, it's something that I think Will Ferrell would do in one of his movies. You see Farrell on the other side as well. Nick getting crazy, going in for a couple of kills. Kills Kronicx with the counter, and now Shipa finishes him off. The yell may be a bit premature, but definitely fragging out this round.
A little too deep, but that's fine. You draw the rest of the team back, and then there's a lot less pressure on your team.
Now iHoldShift getting healed up. Shipa still healing as a result of, I believe, the grounding card giving him some healing in that planted state. Vox facing off against one of his EU brethren. Gonna jump away again. Vox is just like, I think he's just seeing the sights rather than fighting.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do while you're in Spain. You want to see the sights.
That's right. Go out.
If you're in a game of Paladins, you still want to jump around. See the map. And it's a beautiful map, thanks to Thomas Holt himself.
And that's right. Thomas Holt looking to kill Shipa. Shipa with the impale. He says, no lead art designer will kill me. And he finds the kill. iHoldShift. Nick, PrettyHair on the Zen. Feeling confident, looking good. Still focused, nods his head. Martini stone-faced as ever. Looking like Medusa hit him up a few seconds ago, or he got caught staring at the booty. Now, of course, Farrell.
That's a fresh cut on NTBees. It's a nice haircut.
He's looking good, man. I mean, that's not a sub haircut. That's a starting haircut.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that was the fall of Gangstars not having NTBees.
Not having the right haircuts in their lineup. I think that's the case as well.
It's a game of skill and it's also a game of style.
Yeah, it's more game of style, I would say.
I would say.
Skins as well. I mean, you just got to play the best you can and look the best as well. It's 3-2. Hi-Rez. Capture the objective to win.
It's down to this. The pros moving in. Nice strategy going on the right side. They have watched a few games, I guess. PrettyHair in a bit of a pickle.
Uh-oh. Mike get taken out. Shipa looking for him. Kronicx actually dies. Thanks to that, Martini gets stolzey. So Hi-Rez coming out. There are no hacks this time around, ladies and gentlemen. They've actually got a couple kills.
It's looking great here. Vox Stop
Oh,
seeing the
man.
sights. It's time to get serious. Get off the tourist bus and jump in, kill some pros.
He's English, man. He knows one thing. It's video games and bad food.
Maybe not.
Holt there getting built up by Sirius. Now
stolzey sort of baiting Farrell. Doesn't want the heal. Heals him anyway. PrettyHair in a bit of a pickle though.
Is he gonna 1v3 this? I think he could. Shipa
hope so.
almost going down. PrettyHair's gonna stay alive, still fighting Kronicx. Sky versus Zen. Will he get the win? Martini gets stolzey. Fox gets Shipa. Uh-oh, pros a little bit in trouble here.
It's a lot of bait though. PrettyHair just baits 3 champions to follow him, and Fox comes in from behind and kills everyone.
Oh my God, Sky has been killed, and look at the emote. Can you hear me now? PrettyHair finds the final one in Fox and iHoldShift, as well as Thomas Holt, absolutely murdering these pros right now.
Oh boy.
This is disgusting.
So the pros are on the point. I don't think Hi-Rez staff see it. Maybe they do.
I mean, 96% on the objective. They have to know.
NTBees, great tank player.
And again, the haircut coming through, allowing him to get 535 health before he buys time for another 8 seconds. And now PrettyHair with the counter. The shoulder bash going to come through, battering ram as well, but PrettyHair's hunting him down. Will he find the kill? No, all you got to do is step on it. Where have Hi-Rez gone? The pros get the objective. Oh, that one's got to hurt.
This is something the pros, I guess, have learned during the game. You've got to get the objective to win. They've seen Hi-Rez do it in the previous rounds, and I guess they just sort of copied.
And the game paused by NTBees. Look right now at the Hi-Rez staff. iHoldShift is up in his seat, and they have no idea what is going on. I mean, here's the deal.
Bit of a tactical pause, right? They got to talk about strategy. Lazy's in the back there. He wants to get deep in the strategy. He's got his notes written down. He just wants to coach them a little bit.
You're right. Lazy looked very, very adamant about the notes. He was pointing at something very rigorously. And I think that's probably Abidi over there coaching as well. He's got the dog. What could they be saying right now, Josh?
They're just saying, kill Digidog and Kronicx. That's the key, I think. Kanga, obviously the best team. 2 of the best players on Kanga, so they need to kill them to win.
It actually looks like Bidi's washing Nick off with American spirit.
Washing him with freedom, I guess.
American freedom. Everyone on Hi-Rez is getting a bit of freedom right now.
I mean, you've got to be free to win.
And it's free to play. This is a free to play game.
Free to play.
Oh my God. Freedom. Freedom. Chants in the air, in the room are happening, absolutely. I'm not making that up. Freedom is going up loud here. And of course, 2 minutes and 7 seconds left on the clock. It is 3-3. Both teams capture the objective to win. The Sky Bomb. Oh man, that's why she needs a nerve. Kronicx gets the kill.
And Digidog, don't forget.
I'm not. And Digidog, you're right.
I believe they might be in the same shirt now. We'll have to see.
That's impressive.
I hope so.
Now I know why Nick was winning all those duels.
Is this the best of 3? Maybe we can get it happening for the next game.
I don't know, Josh. I mean, this has been riveting. I would say probably the best Paladins action we've seen over the last few days. Maybe ever.
I would agree.
Probably ever.
I would agree.
Absolutely, yeah. You'd sign away your house if that was untrue, correct?
Exactly.
Absolutely. Okay, just sign here really quickly. I want to make sure. This is just a casting document. A minute and 24. 3-3, the payload is being pushed. Do you think they can hold? Sarah's going to get the heal. I mean, this is just smart play. Box sniffs it out, though.
I believe they need to take out Garrett Martini. He's sort of the key for the team. He's the lead designer of Paladins. He's their leader in-game, making all the calls. Everyone else is silent, I believe. It's just him making all the right decisions. If they take him out, how can they win?
Garrett has been known to be a boisterous, unlike Nick, who is just completely quiet at all times. Never muttered a word that he didn't have to. Garrett is just a loud dude. He's just always talking, always just really out there.
Martini, though.
How does that help?
Yeah. I don't know. Why would
look at this.
look
At this action. Look at this facial expression. I mean, it's just wild. That's the only way I can describe it.
Absolutely wild indeed. Kronicx and Diggy, though, looking for the invis kill. Good ulti coming out from Holt on the Makoa. Diving in, maybe a little too deep. We do have the ulti. Can we get the emote?
Diggy Dog, very, very good at pressing B, as he is controlling the movement of Sky, and Kronicx on the left-hand side, on the right, is actually controlling.
Kronicx is on the
mouse button.
Yeah, he's on the mouse.
Yeah, so this is pretty excellent. That was good aim from Kronicx. They still get a kill. I mean, these guys are maybe adding a new strategy that China hasn't thought of yet.
Well,
10 players on the same team.
Are there any rules against that?
I don't think so. I think it can be 10. I think you just have 5 computers only. You do whatever you want with them.
I mean, I can't see why not. wait out for HRX. There's going to be 10 players per team, plus the sub, who also has to be 2 players. So there'll be a lot of fun people here.
I like what Vox is doing in the back line. You know, obviously, Buck, like we mentioned, just has had no exposure over the last couple of days. Hasn't been played whatsoever. And now being shown to be very, very good in some cases by Vox Tempest.
iHoldShift there, doing a bit of a mouth thing.
The mouth
is
thing?
he on Adderall or something?
I don't know.
Coming down from a high. Looking at his gameplay, he probably is on Adderall, right?
He probably is. I mean, there's no other way to achieve that type of, I think, movement without
that high skill level of gameplay. It's just, you need some sort of performance enhancement. Looking at, that's a pretty tight shirt. It's a big size as well. He's thick.
You're noticing a lot of the shirts on these players right now.
Yeah, well, bit of cap and pride.
A bit of cap and pride. Bit of fashion as well.
Yeah.
Josh, you know about style. Your haircut, it's fantastic.
It's fresh.
It's fresh.
You seen these socks?
Unreal. Look at these socks. What are those, monster socks? No, those cactus.
The cactus, yeah.
With a little hat on. Oh, man. Can't teach that.
This is it, though. 3-3. Farrell goes in this. Holt, no ulti. He did use it late last round. Bit of a mistake, maybe.
Thomas Holt.
Kronicx Diggy. Clean him up.
2 of the best pro players in the world, taking down the lead art designer, of course. Vox going into the backside. Still trying to figure out if he can get this Kronicx, this 2v1 duo. He sniffs her out. He sees her.
Wallbacks?
Absolutely.
He's invis. How can you see that?
I think his account was just banned. That was just absolutely a wrecked situation for all the pros. They're going to be reaching out to assistance after this.
Interesting ulti by Martini. Just zoning, I think. He didn't intend to connect with anyone.
Totally. Well, I wonder if Lazy also went and talked to Garrett before this match started.
He's probably coaching him.
Yeah.
Looking at that ulti.
Absolutely. Kronicx gets killed yet again. Vox is pretty serious about winning this game. Here's the convergence, though. This is what you like to see. And Holt goes down, but Farrell, he falls as well.
Stolzey.
Wow.
Only hold W. Hot plays only.
And that is, you know, even more surprising from a guy who just never plays Androxus. Stolzey, like we mentioned, just doesn't even know the name of his character. Look at the planet. He fakes the planet, shoots away. He's that confident that counter was not going to be effective.
Something's going awry again.
Something happened there, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hi-Rez staff victory. Nick is excited. You know, something happened at the end. I don't know what it was. Looked like he got impaled, but at the end of the day, whether they were voiding, whether they were hacking, whatever they were doing, they got the win.
NTBees happy, but sad on the inside.
Speechless. Maybe it was the American freedom that
with a bit of a mix of Australian. Look at that flag.
And he's just representing all nations. Is that a kiss? Alan and Aaron? I couldn't see that. It's close.
Cap and pride.
Cap and pride right there. So Alan definitely touched Stolzey's butt right there. I don't know what's going on, guys. Keep it, Alan!
Wow.
Alan!
It's like not even 6 p.m., is it?
Yeah, Jesus.
This is early.
It's not. It's really early.
I can't wait for tonight.
We've still got another finals to talk about, guys. Players, though, showing good support with one another. Again, Nick clapping at the end, and Diggy Dog, Kronicx. I mean, looking tighter than ever. Taking this back to Australia, Josh, you got to be happy with how they performed.
They didn't do too badly. I mean, they lost, so I'll probably have to run them through some push-ups, maybe some setups as a bit of punishment.
Maybe a lap or two?
Maybe a few laps around the stadium. Pretty big stadium here at Dreamhack Valencia, so they can expect that in that one white shirt as well.
Oh, wow. And maybe in the same cargo pants, or no? You got to have to maybe expand on that one.
Maybe on the maybe next time.
Maybe next time. Yeah, absolutely. Guys, we've been having a little bit of fun with you today. Of course, Hi-Rez versus Bros. All to just give you all something to watch as a little bit of an intermission between the console wars that just finished up with Strictly Business taking a 4-0 set against Team Cryptic. And now, of course, coming up after this, which you all want to stay tuned for, it's not going to be any fun and games. It's going to be the legit deal. Josh knows what I'm talking about. Thank you, man, for joining us as well. It's going to be QG going up against the rivals Team Cryptic from North America. North America China Finals. We'll go on a quick break and hopefully see you guys back then.